Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a lovely week. It is Thursday, it is the 28th of February, and I have no idea where the last 2 months have gone. It is crazy. Anyway, today's video is based on my best photography marketing ideas. I'm looking down because I had some notes. So yeah, I thought I'd do a quick video on best photography marketing ideas which have worked for me. These are all marketing sort of strategies that I still use in my business, and they help me get clients. Clients mean money. Money means more money for my business, which makes me rather happy to do things that I love to do, working with amazing people that I love to work with. So I thought, why not share these tips with you guys? So obviously as a business owner, people need to know about your business or else you are not going to get hired. So how do you get to that point where you're getting consistency in your business with the types of clients that you want to work with, which is obviously bringing in revenue for your business? So in no particular order, we're going to get started. So the first one is website. It's amazing how many photographers still don't have a website, and some of the websites that are out there are pretty awful. It's really imperative to have a website for your work. In terms of getting the right clients, what I would really recommend is only sharing the work that you are actually wanting to be hired for. So if you are a music photographer, then only share your music work on that website. If you are a wedding photographer, only share your wedding photography and portraits on that one. If you are a travel photographer, only share your travel and your lifestyle type shots. There's no harm in shooting different types of work, but for the purpose of marketing and kind of niching down to those areas, I would really recommend just having separate websites for each type of work that you shoot and want to share. That way, for your music clients, they can see very clearly as soon as the website is up, that this is what you do, this is your style of work. Do they want to hire you? Yes or no? They'll know within a few minutes. Same thing for weddings, same thing for any other type of photography you might do. Websites don't have to cost too much either these days. So if you are not a very, if you know how to use YouTube, you know how to use web, like blogging software, things like that, you can definitely create a website on platforms like WordPress or Wix. You've got Squarespace. I think this format. I would highly recommend investing however much a month and kind of getting that going. Something like WordPress is free, but you just have to buy like a template, which you can then edit and kind of tweak and things like that as you go. So it doesn't have to cost heaps. If you do have that budget available, definitely hire someone. You can get a lot of freelancers online that will do it at competitive rates as well, so that could be an option. So yeah, it doesn't have to cost thousands of pounds or dollars or whatever. Along with your website, look into SEO. SEO has been the #1 driver in my business. I have a background in web design and development, so SEO was one of the first things that I implemented, and website. That was quite a few years ago now, and that's still my #1 driver for certain parts of the business. And it's really easy to implement. You can definitely get like plugins. A great one is Yoast, which I will link down below to get you started. I already had a background in it, so it's just a matter of staying on top of obviously algorithms and things like that. But yeah, there are definitely plugins available that will help you with SEO on your website too. Second one would be networking / collaboration. So this is a great way of marketing and getting to know people in the industry as well. So in terms of networking, in the UK, you've got websites like Eventbrite, which basically share information on any events that are taking place, which are specific to certain industries. You can do searches and then it'll tell you you've got like a photography meetup, or you've got like certain sessions available, things like that. Those types of events, the more that you get away from your laptop and meet people in person, you're getting that human connection, which is in essence a greater way of obviously building those relationships with clients for it to potentially turn it into a working relationship at some point, if not right away. Collaboration is a great way for marketing as well. So this is like a zero effort, zero cost sort of marketing tip. So in the instance if you're like a portrait photographer and you want to shoot more portrait sessions, say more makeup shots or beauty shots, headshots, that type of thing, you can reach out to makeup artists, you can reach out to hairdressers or salons in the area. You can find a model on Instagram or even through local agencies, modelling agencies that might be in the area. Reach out to them and just explain that you're a photographer and you're maybe willing to do a time for print shoot. So that just means that you're exchanging skills. So obviously you've got your model, they'll work for free for the session, makeup artists, however many people that you need as part of that team, they'll come in and you're trading your skills in exchange of money to start building your portfolio or even just creating for the love of it. And through those sort of projects you can definitely collaborate and network and get to know other people in the industry, which later can which can later bring in bookings and things with clients. God, guys, I've got a baby brain and I am totally just like all over the show today, so you'll have to bear with me. So networking and collaboration is a great one, which has really worked for me, and it still does work for me also. Social media marketing is a great one, of course. The only thing with social media marketing I would say is that you need to focus on 1 or 2 different platforms instead of working out on 10 different ones. So you may use Twitter for a while and find that's not maybe working for you in terms of getting clients in. So you may play around with Facebook or Facebook ads or Pinterest or whatever platform it is, or YouTube, whatever platform it is that you're trialing out. Give it a few months, see what happens, see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Social media, again, marketing and networking, it kind of ties in. So it's a great way of building connections. You've got so many people on Twitter and Instagram now. So you've got like editors at magazines on there. You've got photographers on there. You've got your models, you've got your makeup artist. You've got so many different types of creators and different people on there right now that everyone is just one click away. And that is one of the best things about the internet, is that all these people are just there and it's so easy to kind of get in front of their faces and start building a relationship. So social media marketing is a great one. Google Business is a big one. Even if you don't have a website right away, you can still list your business on Google Business. It's a free tool. It's Google Developers tool. Definitely look into it. I would advise you to go and do it right now if you have a business and you haven't listed it on Google. This is a great way of not only helping your website rank when you do have your website sorted, but it's a great way for people, especially in the local market, to get to know about you and your business. So if you are a photographer, portrait photographer, you can list it as a portrait photography under categories. So whenever someone's looking for portrait photographer, say in Manchester or London, New York, wherever you're based, you'll come up along with other photographers in that area. So it's a free tool and it's a great way to get leads in. It's worked for me on a few occasions. So yeah, definitely look into that. The next one is word of mouth / referrals. This does kind of come back to collaboration and networking to a certain extent, but not fully. Word of mouth and referrals can really relate to, you just getting out there and letting people know that you are a photographer, you have your own business. This is the type of style, this is the type of work that you shoot. This is what you want to get hired for. The more conversations that you have with people, the more there are chances of getting bookings in. It really is simple as that. The more that you get to know people in the industry as well, you can kind of start like building up your progression in the industry and get to know more experienced people or whatever it is that you're trying to do. I think that's really a great way of just starting to build relationships. And I think definitely business is really about building relationships, and it ties in with your marketing really. Next one is email marketing. So email marketing is a great tool, definitely, to stay on top of people's radar. So in the first instance, there's a few ways you can do email marketing. You can either look into sales funnels and capture emails that way, which is a whole different ball game. But if you have existing clients already as well, you can certainly have their email address and add them to a database. Some software that you can take a look into is MailChimp and ConvertKit, and this is a great sort of database tool where you can basically send out emails to a number of people at once instead of having to do it manually each time. So email marketing is a great way of staying on top of your radar for existing clients. So I would always recommend like maybe emailing once a month, something like that. So if you've had a couple of sessions that month or what have you, you can just drop an email. So this is what I've been up to. Oh, just dropped my pen, guys. This is what I've been up to. This is like the most recent work. And next time that they're looking for a photographer for a certain commission, if you're there and they've literally just received your email, you may be the next person that they work with again, or for the future or what have you. So email marketing is definitely a great one to have in your business. Invest in your existing customers is the next point that I've written down. So people forget that, you know, it is all about relationships, as I say. So with your marketing, don't forget your existing customers. Again, existing customers can link back to word of mouth and referrals too. So it's a great way of just staying on top of it. So if you've not spoken to someone in a little while, just be like, hey, how's it going? Just a catch-up email. Not even work related. So these are the type of relationships that you should be having with your clients, where you should be able to just have like a normal conversation with them, and it doesn't have to be work all the time. Of course this can vary sometimes, but 9 times out of 10 you've invested in that person, or they've invested in you because they've liked you as a person as well as your work. So it is like a two-way process without a doubt. So I definitely recommend staying on top of that and, you know, speaking to existing customers too. Don't be afraid to like set yourself apart and, you know, send a little gift or a thank you note after a session, to set yourself apart from other photographers or people that they may have worked with previously, because, you know, they might have worked with 10 photographers and never received like a thank you note or a little present. It could be like a £10 iTunes voucher or a box of chocolates, just something nice that shows that they, you know, that you appreciate them as a client and as a person, and vice versa. So yeah, definitely think about your existing customers and make them feel appreciated. And, you know, it's great, especially in this day and age where digital is so noisy. I think it's easy to blend in, whereas if you're setting yourself apart, you've got more chance of being hired next time too. And my last, well, collaborate. We already spoke about collaborate. So yeah, so just as a recap, best photography and marketing ideas which have worked for me. Number 1 was website and SEO, tying into this. 2 was networking and collaboration. Again, they kind of go hand in hand. Then you've got your social media marketing, Google business. Again, go and do that right away, guys, if you haven't already, because it's a great tool and it's free. Word of mouth and referrals. You've got your email marketing strategy. You've got invest in existing customers. I hope this video has helped you guys. If you do have any questions, do let me know down below and I'll get back to you. I have also got a Facebook group, so I will link that down below. Feel free to come over and say hello. I do Facebook lives over on there. And any ideas for content, any questions you may have to ask about photography and business and any of that fun stuff, do leave them below, as it gives me ideas of what to create for you guys. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like what you see, and I'll be back soon with a new video. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend and see you soon. Bye.